Hello everyone, welcome to another video. So let's get started with today's video. Let's see what's there for us in today's video. We are going to learn about what is data category, and also we are going to see the different categories of data. Why is data category required? And let's see what are the different categories in which the data is sorted. Okay. So what is data category? Data when used in different contexts based on user requirements is called data category. So you have a whole amount of data, as you can imagine, Facebook data, Instagram data. So any number of posts becomes a data, right? Any click becomes a data. So you can imagine how trillions and billions and multi-millions of data are there in this particular Facebook or Instagram applications, right? So, but with this whole amount of data, we categorize the data based on what? Based on our own analysis. We group the data, might be based on different customers or different number of people, different groups of people. So that is called data category. Okay. So let's see what are the different types of data category that we take into account. So the categories of data are, the first is the attitudinal data. So when you talk about attitudinal data, we generally sense it as attitude. That is, what is the attitude or perception of that particular customer, right, regarding the data. So any information that can shed light on customers' thoughts or feelings is considered as attitudinal data, like customer feedback on products and survey responses. So attitude means what? The perception of the particular customer on buying that particular product. So whatever he has purchased or whatever service he or she have got from a particular product or service, how are they feeling after that? What is the attitude towards that, or what is the perception towards that? So we rate it, right, on an average of 1 to 5 scale or 1 to 10 scale, or good, better, best, worse, or something like that. So what is the feedback of those particular customers or the survey responses? That is called the attitudinal data. That is the data which is collected based on customers' preferences or based on customers' perspectives. Okay. So here you can take an example of attitudinal data. You can see there are different products here. Canon, Nikon, Nokia, Creative Labs, and Apex. These are the different products we have. Number of reviews. That means what are the reviews given by each of these particular products by the different customers. Number of review sentences, number of manual aspects. So this number of reviews, that is 45, 34, 41, 95, and 99. This is called the attitudinal data. That is, here 45 people have given responses of how they felt, their perception towards this particular experience of this particular product. Yes, this is called attitudinal data. Let's talk about the next category of data, which is called the behavioral data. Behavioral is what? What is the action that you take on the data, right? So behavioral data derives from what customers do when they interact with the business. It consists mainly of data from sales transactions. Example, items bought and methods of payment. So let's say you have a particular perception of the data, right? Or perception of the service, that yes, the service is good or something like that. That is attitudinal. Now, if the service is good, most likely I can take it or purchase it one more time, or the product I can take it one more time, right? That is my behavioral data. That is, I'm purchasing the product, and what is the source of payment I'm making for it? Through cash, through online payment, or something. That is, I'm taking an action. I'm not only verbally liking it, I'm also taking it, by my behavior, by my action. So that is called behavioral data. So we can take an example again. So here I have some items, item ID 1, 2, 3. I have the status, that is completed, cancel, or completed. Price of that particular items, the quantities, the categories of that particular items, discount amount, payment method, year, customer since, date of transaction. That means these are the 3 customers who have been associated with this particular items, where, the particular store or the particular website where these items are there. So they have been there since 2020 or 2019 or 2022. Quite a long time, right? So this particular customers, when they have transacted, by what payment amount, like payment method, like card, cash, or something, and what category of product they have purchased, how many quantity, and what is the price of the particular quantity, which year they have purchased, all this whole thing becomes the behavioral data. That means they are not only perceiving towards their perceptions like attitudinal data, but they are also working on it. They are making some actions by taking again or purchasing again their particular items. Yes, that is called behavioral data. Now the next category of data is the demographic data. Demographic data basically specializes in knowing about the customer details, right? It can be like age, race, education, employment status, and household income. So demographic data comprises socioeconomic information expressed statistically. That means I'm the CEO of Flipkart. I have a whole data in front of me of different customers who are purchasing from different regions of the country and different products at different prices at different amounts of time, right? Now, this particular category of people, I'll try to bunch out who belongs at the age of 50. So with the age of 50s group, so what is that particular product that they're purchasing? With the age of 30s group, what is the particular product they're mostly purchasing? So this is how I can categorize my whole customers based on their demographics. That is based on their employment status, that what is the income level, based on their income level or household income, what is the purchase they're making, right? Their age, their race, their education level. So based on education level, so let's say some people are very much educated, highly educated, what is the sort of things that they will mainly purchase? Might be books or something more qualified things, right? If the employment status, I'll check. If the salary is much for a particular group of people or particular group of customers, they're most likely to purchase some more expensive products, right? And household income, I'll see, right? Race, age I already told you. So that means the whole attributes or properties or different properties of a particular customer, from his age, from his education, from his race, from his income, everything. So this all specific ingredients of a particular customer, that is called the demographic data. Okay. So let's quickly understand a demographic data with the help of an example. So here we are taking the example of a hospital where we have the different patient IDs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 11. So there are 11 patients with their IDs. So I'm taking the demographic data of all these patients. That is, what is their age, what is their gender, what is their ethnicity. So these are the different demographic data of this particular patient 1. For particular patient 2, we have this particular demographic data. Yes? So now we have come to know about all the 3 categories of data. Now let's have a quick look of what we have learned in this particular video. Purpose of categorization of data. So why this categorization of data is required? Because for different analysis of different data, we need to group the data because the data is too heavy. We cannot deal with the whole data all at once. We have to deal with bunch of data, with groups of data. With one group of data, I'll make one analysis. With another group of data, I'll make one analysis. So this is why the categorization of data is required, right? Then we have different categories of data: attitudinal, behavioral, and demographic. Attitude is based on perceptions, behavior based on actions, and demographic based on personal details of the customers. Yes? So that's what we have talked about in today's video. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next video.